विंध्य फर्स्ट में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आज आया हुआ हूँ सीधी के इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल में, जिसका 5th ईयर है इस साल। वी हैव a big documentary filmmaker, Anna Bohlmark. The film has done excellent in various film festivals. The film has won Bollywood International Film Award, Sydney Film Festival, 2 Swedish Film Festival Awards, Rishikesh Film Festivals, and so on. Anna Bohlmark has selected India to shoot on the human and elephant conflict story. So we want to understand from her. I'm taking you to her. We'll try to understand, discuss as to what inspired and how she decided to come over to this place and what is making people like this film so much, and why this topic is so close to her. So Anna, welcome to Vindhya First.
Thank you so much.
Vindhya First is upcoming YouTube channel for Vindhya region. Vindhya region is this region which comprises of 9 districts of Vindhya Pradesh, which is part of Madhya Pradesh, MP. First question to you is, have you in past also worked on elephants as a subject, or this is your first project on elephant?
So the first documentary I did was back in 2015, and tells the story about the gorillas in Africa. So that's my first film. When I went down to Uganda, I spent 2 months in Uganda doing that film. And the elephant film I started doing it in 2018, 3 years later, but I did not work with elephants at that time. I'm a journalist and a filmmaker, so my work is really about writing and making films. So I'm not into conservation work, but since I was a child, I had a very strong love for elephants. And in Sweden, it's a cold country, we don't have elephants, but I still felt so much love every time I saw an elephant on TV or in a film.
Yeah.
I just have this incredible, love for it. And if anybody would hurt an elephant, I would be heartbroken and I would cry for hours. So. Then I came to India. This is my 18th time in India. When I came here in 2019, and I met with Viff, who is the CEO of the biggest organization in India working with 4 elephants. And he told me that if we don't stop what's happening in India right now, wild elephants might die out within 50 years. And so I felt like if I can do anything to stop that from happening, or contribute in any way, I will do that. And that's how I started doing this film.
So you have been into so many film festivals, and you have been getting all kinds of appreciations. Congratulations for that. Have you tried to understand as to what people in India are liking about it, and what people across the various countries in the world are liking about this film?
Well, first of all, I think elephant is an animal that most people just love. So, and I tried through many books that I read, many films I saw, and traveling long periods of time in India and talking with so many experts in the field. I tried to kind of make a summary of what are the threats to elephants today, and what are the possibilities also. So why are elephants being threatened to death, and how can we stop this from happening?
Right.
So, and you could say the feedback I got when I screened this film in various places in India, it's just amazing, because actually many people don't actually know what's happening on the ground, right? Especially people in big cities. Like, for example, when I was screening it in Bollywood, lots of famous actors, directors, Bollywood industry. They came up to me and they were like shocked because they said, "My God, I didn't know this is the reality in India today." And people actually behave like animals. One of the people said that we are animals, but elephants are such amazing creature. They have a big heart, they're spiritual, they're intelligent, they're emotional. And in many ways, elephants are like, you know, somehow maybe more softer, and they have a kinder heart than some people do. And so I think it's important to me to show how this animal is, you know, almost having human qualities, and that we really must respect it and love it for that, and not chase it. You know, so it's when people are aggressive, then animals become aggressive. But if we respect elephants, they will not become aggressive. So I think that's the message I want to give. That elephants are very human.
Okay. Great. Anna, the project on elephant, you said was the concern of Mr. Vivek Menon too. What exactly are his worries? He says that the animal is going to be extinct in 50 years. Who is harming the animal, and what you found out while doing your research?
So the whole story actually started back in the 18th century with the colonization of the British of India. So the British were the people who actually started to, you could say, convert the forest into tea plantations. So especially in the northeastern part of India, Assam and those areas, huge forest lands were converted into tea plantations. So it means that the space where elephants live is taken over by humans. So we are encroaching on their territory. Yes, it is their territory. And as the population of India is so big, 1.4 billion people, it's like humans are more and more taking over their territories, cutting down the forests and so on. So they don't have enough food to actually live there. And elephant population is also increasing. And elephants are actually nomads. So Vivek Menon also says that in my film, that they are big social nomads. So what that means? They need to travel from one forest to another. Mm-hmm. That's being a nomad. They don't stay in one forest. They go and they eat, and then they let that forest regenerate, and they go to the next one. So it's very important that those corridors can be kept for elephants, that they use them since millennia. Mm-hmm. But nowadays people are building houses, roads, you know, all sorts of infrastructure. So the elephants cannot pass. So there is conflict. That's why people fight the elephants, and, you know. So that's what my film is about. How do we solve these conflicts? And
have you also looked into the poaching aspect of elephant in any way?
No,
is that also a cause of worry?
Almost not there in India, I think, anymore.
Okay.
From what I've heard, it's all becoming.
But ivory as a ornamental, has a lot of ornamental value in India. There are a lot of arts and crafts which are getting made out of the trunks.
But luckily, I think it was in the 80s that it was heavily banned and very illegal. And if you kill an elephant, you have a life in prison, and the laws are very, very strict today, luckily. So the poaching is, I think it's very, very almost not there anymore. Compared to Africa, where poaching is very big. But in Africa, they also have, I think it is about 300,000 elephants today. Compared to India, which has around 30 to 5,000 elephants. So luckily in India, 35,000 elephants are not being hunted.
Okay.
But the threats are others, threats. They do die. They die in other ways.
Because of urbanization in India, the villages are migrating to cities, and there is a need for increase of farmland or industrial land and this kind of thing. That, as per you, is the main cause of the problem and the conflict which is happening. For a country which this kind of a size of population, and also you're saying that elephants are big in number in this country, what, as per you, is the solution for this conflict? How can it be avoided?
There is no easy solution, of course, and the problem is huge. It's a huge conflict, and elephants are huge animals. Not easy to deal with. But these big organizations, they're doing a great work, Wildlife Trust in India and also Ananda Kumar. And there are many ways to you could say, make the direct encounters less deadly. So how do you do it? Yes, for example, Ananda Kumar, he has various, he has created like a satellite system with mobile phones. So thousands of people are connected in some network. So whenever there is an elephant in the area, in Mysore or around Karnataka, they will inform the village people whenever elephant comes, or even there will be red lights. Like if you are on a road where in the elephant area there is red lights, so you don't pass. So there are many ways like this where you can physically reduce the deadly encounters with elephants. So that, of course, is important. Wildlife Trust of India, they do a lot of work to protect the corridors, and the corridors are necessary for elephant to pass from one forest to another. Except for that, my film is a lot talking about why are they surviving in India. That's an important thing also, because I compare India with other countries in Asia, such as Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, China, Indonesia. If you look at these countries, there are a few hundred elephants left. So elephants have been practically extinct in all those countries in Southeast Asia. But why are they surviving here? In India and Sri Lanka, they are surviving. So why? There must be one reason why, right? It is because of Ganesha, and I also believe the tradition with temple elephants. Yes. That's a very strong tradition in places like Kerala, where I always go a lot. This is my 18th time coming to India. I stay every year, maybe a few months, in places like Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. And in those places, the temple traditions are very strong. It means children grow up seeing elephants in the temples, on the street, and the festivals. I believe that this is really making the children have lots of love for that animal, and they see it as something sacred animal, right? Like, and also Ganesha, of course, is important. But I still believe that the south of India elephants are better; they're more protected compared to places like Assam, where they do not have these temple traditions. So the fighting is going on a lot in places like Assam and Bengal, while the south of India is the not so bad conflict. Still there are, but not as aggressive as in the north. So for me, I believe that Ganesha is a very important tradition and a god that is making this elephant a sacred animal.
Right.
Without that, you only look at the animal as an animal, as whatever. It can be a sheep or a deer. And if it's a deer, you can just easily kill it, right?
So Ganesha as a lord, as a god in India is most respected, god in Maharashtra.
He's my god also.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Anna, for this great insight.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Nice to be in your channel.
थैंक यू विंद फर्स्ट के सभी दर्शकों को। इसी तरह के और प्रोग्राम देखने के लिए आप हमसे जुड़े रहें।